Discover Barbarian, the 2022 horror gem finding new fans on Netflix. 20th Century Studios. If you're a fan of horror movies, you're in for a treat. Nearly 3 years after its original release, one of the most talked about horror films is still making waves in the streaming world. We're talking about Barbarian, the impressive directorial debut of Zach Cregger. For those who have already seen it, you know just how thrilling it is. And for those who haven't yet experienced this gem, it's time to dive in, especially now that it's available on Netflix. As of now, Barbarian is riding high as the 4th biggest movie on Netflix, just behind The Heart Knows and ahead of the Vince Vaughn comedy Nun-Oz. It's remarkable to think that this film, made on a shoestring budget of just $4.5 million, has captured the attention of so many viewers. It was a box office success when it hit theaters in 2022, and it's proving to be just as popular in the streaming arena. The story follows a young woman named Tess, played by Georgina Campbell, who arrives at a rental home outside of Detroit for a job interview. She shows up late at night only to find that the house has been double-booked, and a mysterious man, Bill Skarsgård, is already there. Against her better judgment, she decides to stay. What follows is a series of chilling events that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Cregger's debut was met with rave reviews, boasting an impressive 92% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. I had the pleasure of catching Barbarian at an early screening during San Diego Comic-Con in 2022, and I couldn't help but give it a glowing review. Looking back, I wish I had rated it even higher, as it quickly became my favorite film of that year. What makes Barbarian so special is how hard it is to discuss without giving too much away. It's one of those films where the less you know, the better your experience will be. If you're curious about it, I urge you to go in blind. Skip the trailer, avoid spoilers, and just hit play. Trust me, you're in for a wild ride. The fact that Barbarian has become a lasting success feels like a victory for creativity. Many production companies in Hollywood initially passed on the film, but Boulder Light Pictures eventually took a chance on it. Thanks to strong word of mouth, it became a surprise hit in late summer 2022, leaving many in the industry astonished. In the end, Barbarian grossed over $45 million at the box office, nearly 10 times its modest budget. This success caught Hollywood's attention, turning Cregger into a sought-after director. He landed a lucrative deal with New Line Cinema for his next project, Weapons, which is set to hit theaters later this year. The buzz around this film sparked a bidding war among studios, proving that Cregger is here to stay. In addition to Weapons, Cregger is also stepping into the world of franchise filmmaking, as he's set to direct a reboot of Resident Evil for Sony Pictures. It's clear that he's not struggling to find support for his projects these days. The fact that his little indie film is still a hit 3 years later speaks volumes about his talent and vision. So, if you haven't seen Barbarian yet, now is the perfect time to check it out. It's streaming on Netflix, and you won't want to miss this thrilling experience.